Alright guys, it's been a couple days or weeks I guess since I last posted. I'm just kind of chilling, relaxing. My husband's birthday didn't go as planned. I tried to surprise him by filling his car up with balloons at work. Let's just say it didn't work. I have some clips of that I'll put in. It's nothing fun. Like, he did. And then we went to West Virginia, like I was talking about in my last video. And I didn't record much there just because I just wanted to hang out with his family, like his sister and nieces and nephew. Didn't really feel like I needed to record. And we were only there for like 3 days. And then we left and had to have an all-day trip back home at the airport. So I didn't record any of that stuff just because it was kind of boring. And then the scariest thing happened was on, I want to say, yeah, it was Saturday, like the day after or 2 days after we came back from West Virginia. I was just sitting on the couch, chilling, minding my own business, and I felt wetness. I was like, okay, that's weird. I just thought it was regular cervical mucus, you know. Girls, like, I have gotten it a lot. Sorry, not a lot of women do that, but like, I've gotten a lot of cervical mucus, so I just thought it was that. Well, I got up, checked, because it was coming out a lot, and it normally doesn't come out that fast. And so I checked, pulled down my pants, and I saw, my panties were completely covered and wet, and there was a little bit of blood. My husband woke up because he was sleeping on the couch. He looked at me confused, and I told him, I'm really wet, like, this is weird, like, I've never been this wet before. And then he looks and he's like, you're bleeding, like, you're dripping blood. And I look down and there's like a puddle of blood by my feet where my pants were off. And I'm like, we need to go. Like, we need to go right now. Like, I think my water broke. And I don't know, like, I didn't know what else to expect. Like, I'm 32 weeks pregnant. I hadn't had any contractions, hadn't had any feeling of pain. other than my lower back. But once I saw the blood, I was like, yeah, we need to go, and we need to go right now. After we got in the car, we drove to the hospital, and they admitted me. They hooked up my baby to the monitors to make sure that his heart's still beating and that everything is good. They found his heartbeat really fast. I could still feel him moving. Everything was great, so I wasn't really concerned. They were really worried about me because of my placenta previa. They were really worried that that the placenta had ruptured or something, or I don't know, they were just making sure everything was okay, basically. So they did the ultrasound to see where the baby's head was. He is head down in my cervical canal, in my cervical canal or whatever. I can't speak. I've been so tired. But anyways, after they did that, and they noticed that the bleeding had slowed, they took me out of labor and delivery, and they put me in, well, first I was in the emergency room for labor and delivery. And then they put me in labor and delivery just in case I needed an emergency C-section. And then about 2 hours later, they took me out of labor and delivery and put me into women's care unit, which is the place you go after birth and monitor you and your baby. But I was still, pregnant, so they just hooked him back up to the monitors for 20 minutes. They did a non-stress test. They gave me a shot of steroids for the baby's lungs, just in case he was to come early. They had me stay overnight. I was there from 11 a.m. or almost 12 11:40 to 12 is when we arrived at the hospital. I didn't leave until Sunday at 4 p.m. And they wouldn't let me leave until I got the other steroid shot. I mean, I'm freely able to leave when I want, but they said that it's probably best if I stay and get the steroid shot, just in case the baby comes within not just that day, but within the next few weeks, And they just want to make sure that his heart or his lungs are good and he's able to breathe on his own. But yeah, I totally thought I was in labor. Turns out it wasn't amniotic fluid. I think it might have just been normal cervical mucus, or it might have been my pee. I don't know. But I had my doctor's appointment today, a follow-up checkup. She told me that it was a really good idea that I went, because with the placenta previa, you don't know what could happen. It's just scary. But I have another ultrasound for December 2nd to see where my placenta is now and see if I need to schedule a cesarean section or a C-section. And that would probably, if it didn't move and it's still covering my cervix at any point, I might schedule it for 37 weeks. So in 5 weeks, I might have this baby. Which is crazy to think about. But I hope it moved. My sister-in-law thinks that, me and my sister-in-law agree that it could have just been my uterus expanding and the placenta moving up with it, causing it to bleed. But we don't know that for sure. That's just, it kind of makes sense because with that kind of organ in the way, and I haven't bled since. Like my cervix is completely closed. I'm not showing any sign of labor. So we just think that maybe the placenta has moved up while my cervix or uterus has expanded. But yeah, that's my update. I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys that I'm doing okay. Baby and I are doing okay. It was really scary. The last couple times I've been trying to talk about it, I got really emotional just because, like, thinking about it, like, oh my God, like, I was in labor. I don't know, like, what to wrap my head around it. It was just crazy. But I think I'm just gonna sit here, relax, and watch a movie. Try not to, move too much. I had work yesterday. I asked them if I was okay to go to work. They said that's fine as long as I'm okay. I'm up for it. And I didn't bleed much. I just had a bunch of like brown discharge the whole day, which kind of scared me because I was like, oh no, I don't want it to get worse, like that's like everyone's worst fear when bleeding is you don't want it to get worse. Oh, I look so terrible. Like, I look so chunky. I think it's the pregnancy. But yeah, I am officially 32 weeks on Saturday when I thought my water broke. So now I am 32 weeks and 4 days, I believe. So I will update you guys later and see what they say about anything else. I don't know. I'm gonna end it here because I have nothing better to talk about. I'll see you guys later. Bye.